Hey, what's going on, guys? It has been quite a little bit of time since I've last uploaded, so today I'm just kind of bringing you a video of me rebuilding my shock absorber for my ZX9R I've been working on. If you guys haven't seen those last couple videos, you should check them out. Been rebuilding a 94 Kawasaki ZX9R from an absolute pile of junk, just pile of parts pretty much, to a running, riding, sick looking bike. And that's been taking a while, obviously, but yeah, I just want to talk about a couple things that's been going on and what I've kind of been doing off the camera. I've still been working on the bike. It's not like I've completely gone off the rails and am just not working at all. I've been working on it quite a bit, and it's been a lot of work, and that's why I haven't really gotten a video out, because I want it to be a good video and a fulfilled video. I don't want to give, put out a video that is kind of thin on content. I want to make a video that's full of me rebuilding the bike and lots of progress going on. That obviously takes time with how poor shape that bike is in. Just a lot of things going on with that, a lot of parts that I bought that just don't fit, a lot of problems that have come up, broken bolts, stuff like that. So that video will be out pretty soon once I get things really going on with that. God's been putting some pretty big ideas in me, and it's throwing a lot of curveballs towards me, a lot of things to work towards and to think about, which has been super freaking cool. But at the same time, it's a lot to do, where right now I'm full force working on these YouTube videos, the bike, but also working a full-time job as a mechanic, which is great. I love it, but it is a lot of work, which is tiring, but I know it's going to be great. But one of the ideas he kind of put in me is kind of steering away from flipping motorcycles and flipping cars to starting a mobile mechanic business. There's just recently, it's just been like the stars have aligned for me and my roommate Damon, who also is a mechanic and has moved in, to go ahead and band together and start something like that, start a mobile mechanic business, which I never thought I would be interested in that. For a while I thought, I'm not really interested in dealing with customers, especially in the car world. Obviously some people can be upset with the work you do. You got to be pretty particular of the things you do, and plus going to their house to work on their car as a mobile mechanic is a whole different deal, because now you're working on their property, blah 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 blah. But I don't know, just in my heart I just feel like that's kind of what God wants us to do, which that doesn't mean flipping the bikes and these YouTube videos are going to stop. It just means that flipping the bikes is not going to be the business I'm going to be going for. I'm going to be doing a different business platform, whether that be the mobile mechanic or maybe something else that God's pointing us towards. But so far I think the mobile mechanic is kind of what God's wanting me to do. If it's God's will and God's way, I'm going to go for it. And Damon's down for that too. We're ready to get going. If God has given us a path to go and a good idea for us to do, we're going for it. We aren't going to waste no time. And that's why it's tough, because I want to get this bike done, the 94 ZX9R that I'm rebuilding the shock for in this video. It's just a lot of work to do on that bike, a lot of things to get through. So it's tough to stay on that and want to work on the bike and not try to figure out this business idea and getting that started. God's trying to teach me great patience. I think that's the word for right now for what I'm going through. It's just patience and persistence, even through things that aren't so good. You just gotta stay dedicated, because he's gonna give you some great ideas, some great plans, some great visions for what you can do and what you're going to do. But that doesn't mean you need to just go straight for it and run for it. God calls us to walk with him, not run with him, right? So we need to take our steps carefully and make sure that we're talking with him, that we got communication with him, because you don't want to start doing it for yourself, or else you're just going to screw it up and not do as hot as he's wanting you to. With all of this going on, I've still been sort of distracted by my Mustang. It's been my goal and my dream and my big prayers to God that I could build my Mustang to be a Euro eating monster, pushing 800 900, maybe 1,000 horsepower, streetable. That's been a big dream of mine for a long time. And so it's recently I've been really sort of scoping that build out and trying to figure out what parts I need, trying to order parts now and build it right now, which I have been doing. I've been putting I put some headers on it and some intake stuff. But I feel like I've been spending a lot of my thoughts on that car and trying to figure out how I can build it, quickly, how I can get some power to it right now, since it's only like 260 horse stock, which stinks. That's one of those things it's been kind of a little bit guilty, because I don't think God really wants me to prioritize that, which it's hard not to, since I love it so much, and God's given me this insane passion for cars and motors and going fast. But that's the thing, there's going to be things in life that you're just going to be tempted with, and it could be even a good thing. I mean, it's not a bad thing wanting to go fast in your car and build something cool like that. That's a great thing, but you can't let it take over your life, right? One of the things God calls us to do doesn't call us to do is make idols over him. He's number one, he ain't number two. I don't care what it is, he's always number one. And you got to keep it that way, and you can't let worldly things like cars or bikes or stuff like that to overtake that and sort of put them on the pedestal, you know? You've got to keep focused on what God wants you to do. Even if you personally want to spend your time like me building my car, it's tough to stay on track, and that's where I feel like I've fallen short a little bit as of recent, by putting a little too much time into the Mustang rather than YouTube, these videos, getting the bike done, and starting on that business of taking a little detour, which is inevitable. We're all human. Things like that's going to happen. It's just all about, are you going to come back to them, or are you going to keep straying away, right? And I feel like a lot of times when things like that happen, you start to go, stray away a little bit from God and start to prioritize things above him. There's like a little tugging on your heart. It's like he's just like telling you, like, listen, that's great, I love you doing that. I'm gonna bless you with it, but you need to come back to me and do what I need you to do. I feel like that happens, at least for me. I'm so thankful that he guides you. I pray every night that he guides me, and directs me to where I need to go. And for all the boys I live with and everybody, I pray that he just guides us. And if you pray that and you believe in it, he will. And that's the amazing thing. Even at times when you don't have the strongest faith, he'll fulfill that prayer and he'll guide you. And that's what he's doing for me. He's made me acknowledge that I'm kind of straying away and getting a little overzealous with this Mustang build, and he's kind of tugging me, being like, get back into it, make those YouTube videos, get that bike done, you just wait, you can build that Mustang, just get this crap done. That's part of the reason I'm making this video, is because he's kind of tugging at me, being like, you need to make a video, man, let's get going. So that's why I'm here. And that's why I kind of make these videos, to kind of show you guys my testimony, what's going on. This kind of documents the whole deal of what I'm going through, so that maybe other people, right now I'm like got maybe 20 subscribers, if that. My mom watches that, she's my most loyal subscriber probably, but I know that someday these videos are going to be big, and I just pray that they reach people that need to hear it, and they reach people that are struggling like me and are going through things like me, where they need to be encouraged and enlightened, and especially meet Jesus. That's the most important thing. But yeah, guys, I just kind of want to fill you in on what's been going on, what I've been fighting through. I don't want to leave you guys in the dark. I'm trying to, like I said, document my testimony through here. Anyways, guys, I hope you have a great week, and take it easy. I'll catch you guys in the next video, hopefully shortly. Soon I should have that ZX9 nearly done. Stay tuned. Peace.